Hello again, everybody. This is John, my channel, Elite Gamers United. I want to say what's up. Alright, getting back onto my routine now. Shoutouts, Stacy Burns, Max Cola Gaming, and Anthony over at Speedway. What's up, brother? Every morning you check me out when I pick up, I buy my Monster or Diet Coke for Anna, and you always ring me up. Take care of it, brother. Thank you. So I'm giving you your shout out. Hope you enjoy this video. So today, I'm talking about Ikaruga on the Dreamcast. Well, the GameCube version is the one I own, but it's also on the Dreamcast, came out in the arcades in Japan, and is the spiritual successor / sequel to probably one of, if not the greatest shoot 'em up of all time, Radiant Silvergun. So, does this game live up to its predecessor's legacy? Alright, so first, actually I made a few notes for things I want to cover, because in my last video, I forgot a couple things, and that's the one downside to not scripting yourself and to not doing multiple takes. So, here we go. I'm going to start off. The story, again, it's a shoot 'em up, it's nonsensical to me. I'll just read the back of the case. He is Shinra, the lone survivor of a ravaged people. He must battle fiercely, move swiftly, and act rationally in a new war. One of frighteningly intense firepower and hypnotic beauty. Yeah, hypnotic beauty, my balls. That's what I say about that. Yeah, okay. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so that's it. You shoot everything that's not you. Okay. So, I want to start with the visuals. Okay. Radiant Silvergun had a very unique, distinct look. Ikaruga tries to replicate that, but instead of using colored enemies, blue, yellow, green, red, etc., this game uses black and white, and the polarity system plays into that, which we'll talk about when we get to the gameplay. And also, I forgot to say, but I've been hanging out down here, the gameplay's running there, and the trivia is right above me. So, alright. There's a big problem with the GameCube version of this. The bosses. They look great. The enemies all look good. The game is not a bad-looking game, but the explosions from the bosses when you defeat them, the very first boss in particular, can freeze your GameCube, and it won't even work if you reset it. You gotta turn the bastard off, turn it back on. It happened, this gameplay was captured by my girlfriend Anna. She was playing, so you know me, I don't die that often. But, I can replicate it barely, like if it happens, it happens. The slowdown, it's not even a slow-mo effect, it's just straight up slowdown. God damn, I gotta get a haircut. But it really pissed me off, So the game freezes on the GameCube. The Dreamcast did not have that issue. The backgrounds, now despite the fact you're moving fast, the backgrounds, they look blurry to me now. That could be because I'm playing on a GameCube on a 4K TV, but I remember even back in the day, I still remember it wasn't as crisp as the 2D drawn backgrounds of Radiant Silvergun. Again, it's a GameCube. Okay, no, whatever. The art style, I love the art style of the game. I love the usage of the colors of black and white. It grates on your mind when you got to think in opposites for switching the shit, but we'll get there. I don't think it's as artistically stylish as Radiant Silvergun was. It's not a bad-looking GameCube game. I just think the muted black shots and the over-bright whiteness of the white lasers, it just doesn't, I personally don't care for it. And believe me, and just to put it out there, it's not a bad game. It's really not, especially if you love shoot 'em ups. I personally don't like it, and I tried and tried and tried. I gave this game so many chances. It will never be on the level of Radiant Silvergun. I'm sorry. Never. So, let's get to the sound. The music, the score, fucking amazing. I would love them to put this soundtrack on a vinyl, and I will buy that. I will eat that shit up in a heartbeat. The sound effects, the guns, the laser blasts, the homing missiles, the homing lasers, they don't sound that good. There's no pound to them. The explosions sound pretty good when it's not locking your game up or your GameCube. The sound effects, most shoot 'em ups, they're either really good or they're tinny as shit. This game falls somewhere in the middle, at least in my opinion and my experience with it. But again, I will praise the music for this game. Absolutely wonderful, amazing score. That, I'll tell you, I think a great soundtrack can overshadow a game's mediocre or terrible graphics. If it's pleasurable to your ears, you're not going to give a shit what you're looking at. Sound, in some cases, is more effective than visual. This is one of those cases where I just played just to hear the soundtrack, whether or not I beat the level. I don't give a shit. Next, let's jump to the gameplay itself. Okay. This is where it's a mixed bag. There's plenty of modes. You have your regular story mode, practice mode, or trial mode, which gives you the first 2 levels. There is a practice mode separately that lets you hone your skills. Conquest mode, challenge, ranking. The game was able to allow you, if you were connected to the internet with your GameCube, you could upload your scores to the Ikaruga website and whatnot. The difficulties. Now, there's multiple difficulties, but they each change the gameplay, not just the difficulty itself. On easy, none of the enemies have a fireback laser, and I'll get to that in a second, or a fire attack when you destroy them. On normal, every enemy of the same color. If you're black, your polarity's black, and you destroy a black enemy, it'll release black shots which you can absorb. When you defeat an enemy the same color as your polarity, or the polarities are the same, white and white, black and black, that you can absorb their shots, which in turn build up your gauge to let you release homing lasers, which do 10 times the damage of your regular shots. You can fill the gauge up in increments of 10%. 100% gives you the most powerful clearing wave of homing lasers. It's a good system in theory, but I'll get to the downsides in a minute. On hard mode, every enemy, no matter what color they are, no matter what color you are, will release shots back at you. Now, the polarity system works like this. You absorb lasers and color and enemy shots of the same color as you. So if an enemy's black and you're shooting them with a black laser, you're going to do half the damage, but you're not going to get killed by its bullets. You're going to absorb them. Same goes for white to white. When you're opposite, so if I'm shooting at a black enemy and my polarity is white, I'm going to do double damage, but if I get touched by one black bullet, done. Dead. Done so. Put him in the grave, dig a hole, you're dead. It's a smart system, but it gets so intense. At times there are so many bullets and lasers and shit on the screen that you can't think that fast and swap your polarities back and forth. And when you are swapping, there is still like a 1 second delay to change polarity, which will cost you your life. And then the game adds environmental puzzles. There'll be blocks you'll have to navigate through without touching, because you touch a block or wall, you're dead. That'll be shooting shots of whatever color. You change your polarity from black shots, you change through and you pass through it, you can keep absorbing. Then the next is white, you'll have to change. Throw on top of that enemies coming at you from the sides of the screen of opposite polarity, and you're jockeying back and forth. They threw some puzzle elements with the polarity system into the game, and then you have a combo chaining system. Keep chaining enemies of the same color with the same color shot, you build up a combo gauge. If you have to switch polarity, just make sure you don't kill an enemy that's the opposite color, because that breaks the chain. That's how you rack up the score. So again, I mean, it's nowhere near as flexible as Radiant Silverguns, where you don't have to go for score and combo. You can just destroy everything, power your weapons up, and fight through the bosses and the stages, taking the story. Ikaruga, by adding these environmental puzzle elements, I think it breaks the flow of the gameplay, because I'm here to play a shoot 'em up, alright? Yes, I want to dodge bullets. Yes, I want to have a cool type of a system in play, like the polarity system, which is cool in theory. I don't like it. I'm sorry. I think the color-based system from Silvergun is so much superior, so much more superior to this. I think the game tries to do too much with the environment and not enough with you just being able to dodge bullets or absorb them. at points, and you'll see there's just so much shit on screen that I don't know how anybody can make it through this game without dying once. I just recently fell in love with shoot-em-ups. I used to hate them when I was a kid. Radiant Silvergun was the one I always loved since I got it for Christmas in '98. I was 13. Always loved it. Within the past year and a half, 2 years, I just fell in love with the genre. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. I fell in love with it. So I'm not going to pretend that I've loved shoot-em-ups my entire life. My entire gaming life. I haven't. I fucking hated them. But I love them now. Don't know why. Maybe it's a challenge. Anyway, the gameplay, it's not for everybody. It's take it or leave it, hit or miss, hate it or love it. I don't think there's an in-between. Most shoot-em-ups, okay, you'll get better as you go. This game, you're either going to be great at it or you're going to suck. I don't care how much you practice. This game does not show any mercy. And I want to say it's borderline unfair, the way the polarity works with the delay, changing from color to color, and how much shit is coming at you. Again, skill will trump. You can get good enough, but I don't see it in this game. I'm sorry. Is it a fun game? I'm sure if you're into shoot-em-ups and you love them and you love this for some reason, if you love Ikaruga, I'm sure it's a fun game. I personally don't enjoy it. And I've tried and tried and tried and given it so many chances over the years. Again, it's not a bad game. I just don't like it. And that's my opinion, and I hope my opinion is somewhat of a guide to you. I would never steer my fans, my viewers wrong. Just don't ever take any life advice from me, alright? I'm not the one to ask about life advice. Anyway, I think it's a decent looking game. I think the sound and the music, the score is the best part of it. I think the gameplay is extremely flawed. That's just how I feel. I don't think it has the resonating power of Radiant Silvergun, and I think it tries too hard and it by promoting itself, even though it's from the developers of Radiant Silvergun, by calling it the spiritual sequel, the spiritual successor. I think you're putting too much weight on its shoulders. I just can't recommend it to even people who love shoot-em-ups. I can name you 20 better shoot-em-ups than this. I just don't like it. I don't feel it. Does it live up to the legacy of its predecessor? Not a fucking chance in hell. You probably read the trivia above me. The game was mixed on the reviews when it came out in the arcades in Japan. Then it gained its status on the Dreamcast, which apparently is the superior version of this game on whatever platforms came out on besides GameCube, Dreamcast, and I don't know if it's on Steam or whatever. I think they tried. They just, in my opinion, they didn't replicate the success of Radiant Silvergun. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my take on Ikaruga. Again, it's not an expensive game for GameCube. You'll pay a lot more for the Dreamcast to import it. But if you must, it's cheap. Give it a shot. You'll probably be like, wow, John was right. This game it's no Radiant Silvergun. Anyway, everybody have a good day. I hope you enjoyed my new intro. Everybody all my new subscribers, thank you. Keep supporting my channel. And I'll be back in a couple days with my next video. Have a good one, everybody.